Well, it's the 12th of January, and this is Bob. Today's word is drop. And name dropping is something that people think of. I dropped the mic. That's a famous phrase. The water's dropping through the ceiling. Drip, drop, drip, drop, drip, drop. People, associate with rain. But the idea of drop today is drop it. Let it go. Let's take a look at that today. This is Bob, and this is Pastor and Bond Devotional, and I am glad to be with you today. There's been so much going on the last few minutes, the last few hours, the last few days, and I don't even know what's going to be happening next. I'm just like, I'm having to drop, release, let go, and surrender to what God has in the future. What God is doing now in my life. I don't really know. I mean, I honestly don't know. At this point, I'm really befuddled. I don't know what to think. I did my very, very best, and yet I feel I feel a little bit lost. So I'm going to drop it in God's hands and let the Lord help me as I help myself, as I work out my salvation with fear and trembling. I will continue to look to God to show me what it is that I need to do, where I need to go, what I need to be. I'm just puzzled. I'm kind of lost right now. So I've just been taking care of one thing at a time as fast as I can, and I don't think I can get much faster, and then it's time to be faster and faster and faster and faster. The whole plan for today, it's 3:57 p.m. on Thursday, and I'm just like stunned. The day has just gone like that. And I started the day kind of emotionally upset because I was given challenges that I just couldn't even deal with. I just couldn't even handle them. I was just so upset. I really got really stressed out this morning because I don't know how to answer some things that come at me. I just don't know. I get so stressed. I get so upset, and so I just seize up with stress and with distress and with excitement, and so it's a good word today to drop. The old phrase, we were kids in the 50s. They'd go. They were singing kind of a little song. Drop and cover. Drop and cover. Drop and cover. You and you and you and you. You know just what to do. No, duck. It was duck and cover. Duck and cover. Duck. Duck. Like, we're going to avoid the nuclear bomb. It's going to go this far over our heads. It's going to go duck and cover. We'll be okay. And might be something to that. When we drop to our knees and we drop and we surrender, we say, okay, God, I'm done. I can't do anymore. I've done all I can do. I'm absolutely at wit's end. I'm just done. I'm going to drop it. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to surrender, and then see what God does. See what God puts in our lap. There's documents here in this envelope that could spell the demise of the Casa del Green as we know it. I'm having to face really, really tough realities that I haven't wanted to face. I've been hoping I can get around, hoping there's some way I can manage, and yet it's not looking real pretty right now. And I'm feeling a little verklempt, a little bit upset about that because I just want to be settled. I thought about the fact just a few minutes ago. I thought, well, I live in Pasadena. I've lived in Pasadena for well over 25 years, and I just want to be settled. I just want to just be set and settled, but God doesn't seem to like that for me. Even when people are always on me about, why don't you just, and it's like, I'm doing my very best to be settled and to settle down, and yet it doesn't seem to go. I mean, I'm not seem to be able to. So pray with me, would you? This is a daily devotional, and I'm devoting my life to Christ. I'm devoting my heart, soul, mind, and strength to Christ. And I just want to understand what it is that what it is that's going on, and why is it that that I can't just get to a settled spot and just, it doesn't seem like it's in the cards for me, and that's just too bad. It's kind of sad that that's the way it is, How about for you? Is there anything you need to drop? Is there anything that you need to let go of and to let God? Of course, from the outside, everybody always seems so put together and so awesome, and everything's going great. But as we drive along, we don't see people's private lives. We don't see their private thoughts. We don't see the areas where they're struggling, where they're lacking, where they're hurting. We don't know about the argument they had with their wife or their husband. We don't know about the situation with their children. We don't know about the internal struggles and pains in their body that we have no privilege to. We don't know anything about it. All we know is what we can see around us, and everything looks groovy to me. Everybody, that's a nice shiny car. Oh, they're nice, and so it's really kind of unfair to judge ourselves against other people who may or may not be doing great, may or may not be. We can't really compare ourselves. We have to drop that. We have to let that go. This might be one of the quietest devos ever. I just simply wanting to live in God's will, live in God's way. How many doors can close? How many things can go wrong? How many things can be changed? It's just mind-boggling to me. And I just keep trudging along. I keep putting my hands up. I keep going forward in Him. And praying for God's grace to reach my children, for God's grace to reach me, to God's grace to reach my family, to God's grace to touch those people that I love the most. I just need God's grace to be there. I need the Holy Spirit's power to be there. And I drive along here and in this area, and I just speechless. Just simply speechless. Well, let's wrap it up then. If I haven't got anything to say, there's no reason to hold you up. You can give me a call if you like, if you have any ideas, or you want to pray for me, or you want me to pray with you. I can be glad to pray with you. 213-713-8954 or 8954greenatt.net, on the Twitter at BobBob8954, and of course Pasadena Bob Devotional on YouTube. So that's the deal today. That's what's happening. And if you just accepted Jesus Christ, and who knows, if it's not up to me, it isn't some great eloquence on my part, but if you are just touched today, you know what, that guy must really love the Lord, and that God is that good for him, that I want to go ahead and I want to get to know that God as well, then hey, give me a call, and I'll be glad to pray with you. But the main thing is you want to get to a Bible-believing church, and you want to start reading God's Word. We're having a hospitality open house potluck at the Casa del Green above the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, the historic Casa del Green camp above the Rose Bowl. It could literally be one of the last potlucks ever experienced at the Casa del Green. I'm not saying that to be dramatic or to be, it's just simply a fact that we're looking at selling the Casa del Green because of the financial situation that I find myself in, that I did not expect to be in. And we were looking for answers. If we can find a sponsor, if we can find someone who'd like to come alongside, then we may be able to keep the Casa del Green and the family and keep it there for all the folks to have. But if we can't find that, then it's going to be adios time for the Casa del Green where it is now. It'll have to be somewhere else. We'll have to establish it, and of course it probably wouldn't be in Pasadena, so we would have to rename it there somehow. But it wouldn't be above the Rose Bowl either. it'd be a whole different thing. I think the thing is that it could be that the historic Casa del Green above the Rose Bowl is history. It would just be a dream. It'd be like a little dream somewhere, and we just have to let it go and move on. That's possible. I don't know that that's going to happen. I'm not predicting it, but something has to break loose. Something has to change in the next little bit for us to make it through. So God bless you. I pray that the Lord is in your heart and your soul, your mind, your strength. I pray that you're blessed. I pray that you're happy. I pray that God is bringing fruit to your challenges. James 1 talks about that. Count it all joy, brother, when you encounter various trials and temptations, knowing the testing of your faith produces endurance, and let that endurance have its full work, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking nothing. So let's pray that happens for us, shall we? That's it. Have a wonderful day. And remember, drop it. If it's too much, just drop it. Let it go. And let God take over. Let God handle it. Let God know. And I'm saying that, and I don't want to make it sound like, well, I'm just a careless Mervis, and oh well, just let it all go. I just barf everywhere, and let it all go. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, like with Casa del Green, I'm trying to close it out in a neat, respectable, honest, good fashion, and not do some of the wacky things that people have told me to do. We're going to be respectful. We're going to do the right thing all the way up into the end there. We'll do the right thing. And if by some miraculous miracle we end up being able to keep the Casa del Green, that would be amazing. I would love that. Great. But I've got to make sure that I can take care of the things that are necessary in my whole life, and not just in one part of my life, not just that one area. And right now it's just kind of all consuming. It's just like a vortex. It's taking everything in. So, all right, God bless you. Love you. Have a wonderful day. This is Bob coming to you live from Pasadena. I'm out on the east side. If you ever want to go to Dino Computers, D-I-N-O, Dino Computers. It's a great computer place. The folks there are real nice, and they'll help you with your computer problems. Yay. All right. Good night. I'll talk to you later. This is Bob. Bye.